I was 23 years old when I lost my mother to suicide. The day my mother passed away was also the day I left this world. In some sense, today I'm a different version of myself that I used to be. I'm Kalyani, an actress, an activist, and a mother. I was a child actress in the Tamil film industry, and I've worked over 300 ads, television serials, and movies in over 4 South Indian languages. As a kid, I always wanted to be known as a talented actress. I loved the attention and the love I used to get when I was front of the camera. But then later I realized that I did all of this for my mother, just to be connected to her. As a child, I grew up in an extremely abusive household. My father was an alcoholic and he used to beat my mother. As a kid, I've seen extremely hurtful and painful situations at home. But my mother and me were extremely connected through all of this. We were like best friends. We did everything together. We protected each other. Like after I got married, I moved to Chennai for her and I got a house right next door. Years ago, while we were at my younger cousin's wedding, my mom just turned around and said, maybe you should get married. And that came out of nowhere. But I didn't hesitate and I said, okay. And at the age of 22, I had agreed to an arranged marriage. 1 year into my marriage, I lost my mother. It felt like a really bad dream and everything was a blur. I single-handedly had to handle the police, my relatives, my family, my father. And I had to also navigate this stigma against suicide. And all of this I had to do at the naive age of 24 because I was extremely innocent at that time. After she died, I didn't find the purpose to live anymore. There was no reason. I just wanted to go and be with her, wherever she was. But more than anything, it was extremely hard for me to understand why she chose to go. I just couldn't understand it at all. She was the center of my world. But later, through her diaries, I came to know that she was suffering from depression. And the word that kept repeating over and over again was empty. And that she had been feeling hollow for a very long time. You know, my mom used to say words like, I live only till 50. Or, what's the point? But those words seemed insignificant to me that time. But today I realize that these small words are a cry for help, that they need the support, that we need to be more aware of these small words that come from them because they mean a lot to the person who's saying it. Through my journey of understanding my mother's depression, I went through it myself. I had attempted suicide a couple of times. And 1 year later, the thing that helped me the most was listening to other people's stories. I would think that if they could handle such painful hardship, then I can too. Later, I turned to therapy. But the most important shift happened for me when I decided to end the stigma and break the cycle of suicide for my family. It was also important for me that my mother's legacy was seen through me and people would see my mother through me and my child. And that was extremely important. When I got pregnant, I decided to get help. And I was extremely proud of myself to have taken that decision. And I found a therapist all on my own. I still have the same therapist and I'm still on medication. And I'm better because of it. I'm so glad that I went that extra mile and that changed my life. After Navya was born, my daughter, I was extremely conscious that we have an open relationship because I didn't want her to go through what I went through when I lost my mother. And I want her to have an extremely safe and empathetic world as she's growing up. And I want words like depression and suicide to not be a taboo anymore. And I want mental health care and support to be accessible to everyone. If you're not feeling okay and you have these urges of feeling or thoughts of suicide, please talk to someone. It could be anybody you love, a friend, a family member, anybody you trust. For me, that person was my husband. I could talk to him about any feelings that I was going through. And that really helped me because he would listen and he gave me that extra push to get help. Sharing my story in my own words really helped me in my healing process. And when people come up to me and say they can relate to the story, it makes me really happy that I could help at least one person in my journey. And this really gave me the purpose to my life. If you are struggling, please know that you can get through this. And you're definitely, definitely not alone. I outlived my moment. So can you.